Hello, and welcome to another EAFC 24 Premier League match simulation. This time, it's Brighton and Hove Albion against Crystal Palace. Brighton sitting pretty in 8th in the league at the time of recording this, which I think may be about to change. Yeah, I'm recording this before the Wolves-Manchester United game finishes, so I think they'll actually be 9th. However, still doing quite well in the league, I would say. Crystal Palace, however, down in 14th, currently 8 points behind Brighton, and only 6 points ahead of the relegation zone. So, yeah, not in the best position ever. So, Brighton will be looking to push on and try and contend for European places, and Crystal Palace will be looking to win in order to try and secure themselves Premier League football next year with some wins and not getting into a last-minute relegation scrap. I think they'd love to not be involved. Anyway, Brighton attacking from left to right here, down the left-hand flank. And it's a good opportunity, and it's a goal. Wow, very early goal. Was it Ferguson? I think I saw the name. Was it Ferguson? We're never going to know. Well, we are going to know, but we're not going to see the back of his shirt, put it that way. Back heel there. Number 28. Boom. Oh, here we go. It is indeed Ferguson. I think the keeper saw that a bit late due to the defender crossing his line of sight. Maybe should have done a little bit better, but it was a good finish. It was on target. Lots of power. GG, Evan Ferguson. 1-0 to Brighton. Crystal Palace kick off earlier than they would have liked to. They were hoping they would only have to kick off after half time. But attacking right to left with Eze. Does well to keep the ball. Edouard. Hughes to Ayew. Oh, just about gets there. Back to Hughes again. To Eze. To Edouard. Across to Ayew. This is a good little sequence of play by Crystal Palace. Oh, dispossessed though. Brighton come away with it. Here's Ferguson. To João Pedro, who gets dispossessed relatively easily, to be honest. And now Ward's going to come away with the ball. Play it to Hughes. And now Crystal Palace are going to be on the hunt for a goal before half-time, preferably, so they don't go in behind. Ayew pulls it back to Ward. Oh, unsuccessfully, though. Intercepted. Ferguson plays it to Mitoma, who made that interception. Back to Ferguson. Back to João Pedro, who Mitoma passed it to. Back to Mitoma. Look at this, they've triangled all the way up this pitch. João Pedro again. No other Brighton player was involved in that play except those three. That was really well worked. And what a senseless mistake from Crystal Palace. But they've not been punished for it. They come away with the ball, and this time managed to keep it inside the lines. Oof, okay, that was a bit of a wayward pass, but luckily they managed to deal with it properly, and now they've got the ball with Eze. Edouard. Back to Lerma. Oh, too easy again. They're giving the ball away and making too many unforced mistakes, in my opinion, here, Crystal Palace. Need to step the game up, but they've got the ball back. Schlupp. I know they've conceded an early goal, but they're doing okay defensively. They're just not looking like they're firing on all cylinders offensively. But it's Hughes to try and change that. Oh, was trying to take on everyone and got dispossessed on the edge of the penalty area. Now Mitoma. João Pedro. Oh, someone's just run offside. Not sure who that is, but not helping. Veltman. We've barely seen because all the attacking's been down the left side so far. Adingra. Dispossessed, and that's going to be the final action of the first half. Brighton deservedly up in front, I would say. But Crystal Palace not out of this one by any stretch of the imagination. Now, Crystal Palace kicking off for the second time in this match, which they hoped I would not say. But can they turn this around in the second half? And try to get the try to get at least a point from this, preferably 3. But Brighton have been really steadfast in their defence. Like, Crystal Palace have been making a lot of unforced errors, but when they haven't, Brighton have still dealt with it. Here's Gross to Mitoma. Oh, there was an obvious pass there. I don't know why you went that way. Back to Gross. Yeah, I think there was a clear goal-scoring opportunity there for Brighton, and Mitoma just missed seeing the pass that was needed. Nguehi, I think that name says. Again, let me know in the comments. As always, if I say a name wrong, do correct me. Always happy to learn. Edouard. And now Dahoud comes away with the ball. Again, good defending by Brighton. Adingra. There's not been any real sign of danger from Crystal Palace as yet in this match, but there's always time. João Pedro. To Veltman. Oh, takes on his man and beats him. Ferguson almost doubled his tally. But good save this time by the Palace keeper. And it's cleared to Ayew. Played to Lerma. Back to Ayew. Back to Ward. Guehi. Guehi? I really don't know how to say his name. Please do let me know. Substitution incoming. Billy Gilmore coming off for Brighton. And Hughes coming off for Crystal Palace. Will Hughes coming on for Crystal Palace. And I saw James Milner. Oh no, it was Elise coming on. It was Hughes coming off. I saw James Milner come on for Brighton. So there's the substitutions. Presented in a strange order. Apologies for that. I see what they were thinking there, but poorly executed on the attack there by Brighton. And now Crystal Palace have the ball. And an opportunity to finally build some sort of meaningful attack. We are 73 minutes in. There hasn't really been one on Palace's part just yet. It's been quite a poor performance, I would say. Schlupp. Edouard. Schlupp again. And you know what? Considering I'm criticising them for the unforced errors, they have a 90% passing accuracy. And that header's over. Evan Ferguson, the goal scorer, comes off. Danny Welbeck comes on. And for Palace, Jordan Ayew comes off. And Jean-Philippe Mateta comes on. Poor distribution by the Brighton goalkeeper there. And Crystal Palace get an opportunity in the form of Schlupp. Oh, that's a bad tackle. It's a definite yellow for Adingra. Yeah, I don't know what he's complaining about there. Pretty obvious. Eze places the ball, looking like he's going to want to take this free kick. This is a good chance for Crystal Palace to steal a point from this one, because honestly, Brighton haven't played amazingly by any stretch, but they've definitely played better than Palace have over the course of this match, I would say. I don't think that's really that open for debate. Played across, Edouard. Oh, he struck it hard, but it was off target. How far off target? Well, we'll never know exactly, but it seemed fairly far off target. The keeper seemed relatively unconcerned. Oh, opportunity for Palace here in the form of fresh legs on Mateta. This long distribution isn't working for Brighton, I'll tell you that from the goalkeeper. But Milner saves the day at the back there. Passes it to Gross. Mitoma. Back to Gross. And then to Mitoma, to João Pedro. Plays it back to Dahoud. He joins the attack and then thinks better of it. Oh, and then loses the ball. Don't need to be doing that at this stage. This is one last gasp for Crystal Palace now. What have they got? What have they got in the tank? Mateta. Long shot. Oh, it's wide. And that is the last action of the game. Brighton, in the end, scrape a 1-0 win, but probably, I would say, still, deserved it overall on the balance of things. Leave a like if you enjoyed this match and this video. Let me know in the comments how you think this match will go in real life. And subscribe if you're new here. It'd be greatly appreciated. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Ibeza, you've been amazing, and I'll see you next time.